직원이 회사 자금을 빼돌린 두 가지 사건을 소개해드리겠습니다. 2021년 10월 12일 버지니아주 해리슨버그 경찰서에 횡령 사건이 접수되었습니다. 공공기관 CSB에서 일했던 IT 담당자가 2년 동안 장비 구매 비용을 빼돌린 것 같다는 내용이었고, 회사 관계자는 참고인 신분으로 진술에 응했습니다.
So dispatch told me the amount roughly, which was 350 to 500,000. Is that right? Okay. And I think his name, what was it? Andrew Hahn.
H-A-P.
Does he still work here, or has he been terminated?
Well, we're in the process of terminating him right now.
Okay, but he does still work
He
here.
is still currently employed.
Okay. Does he still have access to funds?
No, we have done everything that we are aware of. We have an entire IT personnel working on locking him out of the system.
Okay. Is he here now?
No, he is supposedly right now on leave in Connecticut.
Okay.
I don't know that that's where he is, but that's where he told us he was this week.
Okay, so he's off this week anyway.
He is off
okay.
this week.
Okay, so him being off doesn't have anything to do with all of this embezzlement that's going on
I-
y'all's end anyway.
As far as I know.
Okay,
Unless
all right.
he's moving himself up there.
Right.
And he is supposed to get us through the entire construction and move from our old buildings
Right.
to this building, which is a huge undertaking,
Sure.
new IT stuff.
Right.
In the middle of that too, we had COVID, so we put everybody work from home for a little bit. So there was lots of moving parts here
Sure.
in terms of that piece. We just finished up our audit with Brown Edwards. That's the financial audit that we have. And part of that is securing assets and figuring out all the assets, which ones are retired, which ones are still currently here, and then the depreciation process.
Okay.
And so on Friday of last week, one of our IT personnel started looking at assets and realizing that the assets and the invoices were not matching up in terms of just how many we had, and then also cost.
Okay.
So the specifically cost, like we have all these what are called switches, and they are supposed to cost $1,000 a piece, and they were sold to us by Anchored Technology Group
Okay.
to the tune of $6,100 or $6,200. I can't remember the exact amount
Okay.
per switch.
Oh,
We
okay.
have like 30 of them.
Right.
So that was immediately a red flag to this young man at the IT department to say, I don't know what's going on.
Basically, the equipment that was purchased through this Anchor Technology Group.
Over $1 million was purchased through the Anchor
Okay.
Technology Group. That was the final sum of it. It was like 900,000 and something for just through that company alone.
Okay.
And it was all uppriced.
When was the last time that anyone was in contact with him?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Last week.
And
It was off Friday. It was already a scheduled day to be off.
So that was with him being in here for work was last Thursday. Okay.
That's right.
그리고 약 3개월 뒤인 2022년 1월 5일 형사들은 체포영장과 수색영장을 들고 용의자의 부모님 자택을 찾아갔습니다.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, is Andrew here?
No.
No, he's not here. Can we step in and talk to you for a minute?
Hi, how are you?
So Andrew got himself in a little bit of trouble, and we have a search warrant for your residence.
Our residence?
Yes. And this
So-
man right here needs to talk to you about where Andrew is. Is there anyone else in the house?
My husband upstairs
Okay.
asleep.
Yeah, we're gonna have to probably wake him up and have him come down here.
Okay.
And I can explain more to you about the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
Once we kind of just make sure, unfortunately, get your husband up because we'll talk to him at the same time.
Okay.
And then once we kind of secure the house, we can do our thing while I explain to you what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me get him.
Okay, thank you.
해당 주소지는 용의자의 부모님 명의로 된 집이었지만 경찰은 이곳에 범죄 관련 증거가 남아있다고 판단해 수색영장을 받고 찾아온 상황입니다.
So, like he said, Andrew got himself into a little trouble in Harrisonburg. Okay. When he worked at CSB, Community Service for his previous job. So, biggest thing is that we need to. This address was listed on everything that he's purchased, all the mail that he sent. But obviously he's not here. Does he
Right.
have like another apartment or a house or something somewhere in Winchester? Or
No, not in Winchester.
so does he stay here?
No.
Where does he stay?
Are we required to answer?
Well, so I'll be honest with you. We have warrants for his arrest. Okay, and we need to get him. Okay, and we can explain it to him. It's financial crime. Okay, he took some money from Community Service Board, a lot of money. Okay, talking about $1 million.
What?
100만 달러는 약 15억 원에 달하는 엄청난 액수이며 공공기관의 자금을 횡령하는 건 단순히 돈만 훔친 게 아니라 세금을 낸 시민의 신뢰를 배신한 범죄로도 간주됩니다.
So some of the money that are you Deborah?
Yes.
Some of the
and
money that he was sending you bill pay.
Yeah.
That's money that he embezzled from CSB. So obviously we would need to speak with you about some of that stuff, okay? And we're not coming to drain your bank account or anything like that, but we need to talk to you because he sent checks to you, okay? And you guys aren't in any trouble, okay? We're here for Andrew.
Find him, talk to him, you know, and if he's cooperative, these guys are going to say, hey, he's cooperative. This guy's probably going to run him out to jail for me and say, hey, tell the magistrate, hey, he's been cooperative, and the fact he has no criminal history, you know, he'll probably be, you know, either back out this afternoon or first thing in the morning.
Thank you so much for not,
Oh no, absolutely.
you know, what you see on TV.
Yeah, we didn't want to do that this morning, especially with some of these guys up here knowing Megan.
Yeah.
That's her name, right?
Yeah, Megan Higgs.
So wanted to approach it differently, and because we weren't even convinced Andrew currently lives here,
Right.
but we knew a lot of the stuff was sent here, which is
Yeah.
why we're here this morning.
He's not going to be violent or aggressive or anything. He's not like that.
We didn't anticipate him to be based off his criminal history.
And he's been sick.
Just kind of some of the things that we've been give you a little bit more information. So, like I said, he did something wrong. Okay, and it's a financial crime, but we're dealing with a lot of money. Okay, so a lot of this was dealing with bank records and financial documents. Since it was technology or IT position, there's obviously some electronic devices involved. So the search warrant there discloses any and all financial documents, things like that, and any and all electronic devices to include thumb drives and stuff. Okay. What I'm interested in is I'm not going to leave you here without a phone or anything like that. Okay. But what I would need is that and I'll just throw the scenario out there, not saying that it's actually true or not, but if Andrew bought, in this time frame, if he bought you a cell phone or something for your birthday, I'm interested in that device, or a tablet, or anything like that. Okay, so he didn't, I know that he sent devices here,
Right.
Right.
Because he was living here.
because he was living
They
here.
were for him.
Right.
So none of those tablets or anything like that he's left
No,
here?
No.
No.
Because the tablets and cell phones he purchased were for his daughters.
Okay,
They were gifts for his daughters, so he has those.
okay.
Because he and the mother don't get along well, so he has visitation. But I don't think she would let them bring those home to her house.
A lot of the transactions out of our target account that we were focusing on, we noticed he sends bill pays, a lot of them to you. Is that, we suspected rent?
He paid that as rent, and then there was a second smaller one that he paid because it was kind of like childcare, because we would go and pick his daughters up from school and
Okay.
and all of that and take them. So that was kind of a childcare one, and the other one was rent.
And what about, I know there's a couple of them, there was one check in there for, it was around $30,000. What was that for?
That he actually did give us.
As like a gift?
Yes,
Okay.
because
So,
it was to help us financially to pay some bills.
okay. Do you guys have your IDs? Just so I can document that I spoke with you and whatnot. So, nothing here of Andrew's possessions or at all, nothing left that we could take a peek at or anything. He took everything with him when he left?
Did. In fact, I mostly was the one packing it all up.
Okay, so you made sure it was all out.
Everything was
Okay.
I made sure everything was in there.
Okay. Do you have an idea, just so what we're kind of looking at, like, did he have a lot of I know it's an IT guy, but did he have a lot of electronics and stuff here when he moved out?
He had a couple of laptops. He had a desktop that he'd had for a long time. And then he had like television and things that attached to that.
Okay. And he didn't leave any of the laptops or anything behind?
No.
Okay.
부모님 집에서 특별한 증거는 발견되지 않았고 약 30분 뒤 형사들은 앤드류가 근무하고 있던 사무실에 찾아갔습니다.
Andrew, I'm Detective Matthias with Harrisburg PD, okay? So, I'll just be upfront and honest with you. I got some warrants for your arrest, okay? We're going to take you back to the PD, okay? And sit down and chat with you for a little bit, okay? They're not going to let you have any of that stuff, so you can leave your phone here, and then we'll bring it to... Okay, so I know you weren't expecting all these guys to pile in here. So just really quick without going into all the weeds.
Sure.
I do have some warrants for Andrew. This is from a case. I'm from Harrisonburg Police Department. Okay. So we're up here with our neighboring jurisdiction with Winchester and Frederick County. This is from a financial crime that we were investigating at his previous job.
Okay.
Where he was a IT individual for community service.
Correct. Wherever.
So basically, in a nutshell, the reason why I wanted to chat with you is there's a lot of electronic devices that are of interest with this case. Okay. Now,
Okay.
people lie to us all the time about this, and we want to. I have federal agents here as well. We want to make sure that what he did at the other place, he's not doing it
Correct.
at another. Okay.
This is clients he's working on. This is his business phone.
Okay.
This is his business laptop.
Thumb drive business. His
Thumb drive.
personal.
This is probably business or something. He's probably using it, maybe possibly.
So this is a client.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have other.
Does he have any authority to purchase stuff?
No,
Okay.
I'm the purchaser.
Okay.
Okay.
He has no credit card or nothing like that. It all comes from me. He can't approve anything between me
You
and the
can't
president.
sign off on invoices,
No.
any of that?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we ran a background check and everything.
He wasn't charged. He wasn't charged until last week.
Huh?
He wasn't
He was
charged
just
until
charged
last week.
last week.
I asked that question why he came back because he had a quick,
Yeah.
clean record.
Yeah, I mean, before we hire anybody, we've always bring them, we'd run background checks and
It's
drug
been
check.
it's been a very long investigation, a lot of financial backtracking,
Sure.
and once we were able to get to a point where we could get our resources together, that's when he was charged. Thank you very much. If you need anything, just call me. My email's on there as well.
You have his car keys?
Yeah, I
His
have them
vehicle?
형사는 앤드류의 차량을 증거물로 견인 조치한 뒤 추가 신문을 위해 그를 경찰서로 이송했습니다.
I got a feeling that you probably know why we're here. All right. What we're here to be is basically, these two guys have done a lot of homework in this case. All right. Mr. Mulholland there, he is a CPA. He's a double-edged sword. He knows numbers and so forth. Okay. There's a lot of questions that you can answer for us. All right. Because one, we're looking down the road when this thing comes to a resolution. All right. Today, they're obviously going to be upset. All right. But later on down the road, people tend to calm down. Think reasonable and so forth. You have an absolute right to remain silent. Any statement you make with or without counsel can be used as evidence against you. If you understand everything, sign yes there, and your signature there, please. And they had some contracts going out for IT equipment. It's okay to say yes. All right. It's my understanding that you kind of created a company that got a contract with CSB for computer equipment and so forth. We've done our homework.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Fair to say.
Yeah.
All right. We're not up here because we threw darts and figured out. All right.
Right.
We've done a bunch of search warrants and court orders and so forth.
I understand. So I have retained Oliver. I think I have retained Eugene Oliver is my attorney.
Okay.
So he's advised me to not say anything without him being present.
Okay. Are you going to take that advice, or are you going to
Yes.
talk to us? Okay.
앤드류는 변호사 없이는 말하지 않겠다고 명확히 얘기했고 이 시점부터 모든 신문은 즉시 중단되어야 하며 신문관들은 그에게 변호사 접촉 기회를 보장해야 됩니다.
So what's going to happen now is we're getting the warrant sent up here from Harrisonburg. Winchester will be executing them for us. All right. You'll go before a magistrate up here. The magistrate will determine if you get out on bond. Okay. If you want to contact him, I'll give you my cell phone. We'll walk out of here and you can have a private conversation with him, or we can have. I don't know. I don't see a phone jack in here to bring a phone in. But like I said, you know, at some point we're going to have to talk to you. All right. I'm not trying to put the screws to you right now or anything like that. But there's I'm just going to say a shit lot of money out there. Okay. And there's a lot of assets and so forth. Okay. And not to sound harsh, but I don't want to walk out of here and, you know, if you get a bond, you ain't got, you know, to go home to. All right. So that conversation between with you, your attorney, is going to happen very soon. All right. Is Mr. Oliver available? I've got a client of his with me right now, Andrew Hahn.
Okay. He's actually not in the office. He's in court.
Is there any way that you can get a hold of him immediately to let him know that we need to speak to him?
I can text him and let him know.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, so we'll step out until we hear from Mr. Oliver. All right. In the meantime, if you should change your mind, knock on that door. Okay?
Two desktops. As we start getting stuff pulled over here and determine, yep, we're going to take this, no, we're not. I'm going to do that. I got to do RAM capture on this before we power it down.
You want rooms labeled or anything?
Yeah, we probably could label where it came from, especially if we're going to deal with like 50 thumb drives or whatever. I know it seems like a lot, but I think with this large scale, we should take all of them. We are searching the house right now, and I am conducting a RAM capture on the computer here. Obviously we're gonna do a little bit more thorough of a search. So, if you don't mind hanging out for a little bit, just to make sure that we got them all.
Okay. Because what I'm going to do, I don't have the combination to safe. I'm going to shake it, see if it sounds like it's in there.
And if you're gonna take the whole safe.
Yeah.
If you got to do that, you got to do it.
Okay.
앤드류 한은 자신이 소유한 회사 명의로 허위 컴퓨터 구매 인보이스를 만들어 약 100만 달러의 자금을 횡령했고, 인보이스의 가격은 터무니없이 부풀려진 가격이었다고 합니다. 그는 5건의 횡령 혐의와 자금 세탁 혐의로 기소되었고, 법원은 그에게 징역 15년형과 19만 달러의 배상금 명령을 내렸습니다. 그 다음 사건은 2023년 5월 25일 일리노이주 디켈브에서 발생했습니다.
At least they sound like they are okay.
Moving. I don't know, they sound big. DeKalb Police! Search warrant! DeKalb Police! Search warrant!
He's coming.
Yep. Open the door! DeKalb Police, open the door! Open the door, I have a search warrant, open the door. Yes. Open the door or I'm gonna break your door. Sure. Okay, man. Anyone else home?
No, it's just me and my dog.
Are your dogs locked up?
Can I please see the warrant,
Yes.
please?
Yep, we'll give you a copy.
What is this?
Is your husband home or your children home?
No, my children are at school.
Here, sure. Go and step out. I'm gonna step with my partner over here. We're gonna explain everything to you, okay? We have to search it and make sure there's no one else here. So go out with
I have to step out?
Yes.
Okay. Can I not get my purse or anything?
No. You have to go out with them.
Let go of the phone now.
No, I'm on the phone with my lawyer.
Let go.
I'm on the phone with my lawyer.
Let go of the phone.
Let's step out, please. Thank you.
Can you please explain to me what's going on?
Yep. There's a search warrant for your house. Okay. I have an officer that's going to talk to you once we make sure that everything's safe in here. Okay. All right. There's no one else home. There's no kids home. Anything like that.
No, but
Is your husband home or is he
No.
working? Okay.
can I call my lawyer at least? Like,
Yep, you can do that. Okay. But we're gonna work on it. Okay.
so I have to wait until you guys give me my phone.
Yes. There's a search
my
warrant
lawyer-
signed by a judge that says that we will be searching your house. Okay.
판사가 서명한 압수수색 영장을 집행하는 순간 경찰은 증거 보호를 위해 휴대폰을 즉시 압수할 수 있고 그 과정에서 변호사와의 통화를 일시적으로 제한하는 것도 합법입니다.
My lawyer said I shouldn't open the door, do anything, or tell you guys to contact them first. So
I
that's not
understand. If you didn't open the door, I would have broke it down. Okay. So you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. I've got a search warrant signed by a judge. It's not like I asked to come in. I got an order to come in by the judge.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going legal.
Clear. Pantry. It's clear.
Go police. Search warrant.
Yeah, there's deep corner to the right. Turning.
Go back here.
Yep.
Am I under arrest or something?
At the moment, no.
I'm not understanding why I can't call my husband just to tell him to head back this way then.
Nope, I understand you don't have a phone on you right now, so you can't call your husband.
I do have another phone I can use though. Or I
That's
can
also
pay-
part of the search.
My tablet's part of it too?
1층 수색을 모두 마친 경찰은 곧바로 2층으로 진입했습니다.
I swear no one is here but me and my dogs.
That's okay. They got it checked out. I appreciate you.
I
do.
swear.
I know. Closet. Good. There's a lot of stuff.
Why do they want my text messages?
For the offense that's listed in the warrant. Alright, so this here is Detective Lickle. We've got a lot of questions. He's got the information for you. Okay. So, patient, if you would please just let's go ahead and slip down the swing.
Why can't we stand? I would like to stay closer to my house if that's possible.
Well, at this point in time, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to come down to the station with me. Okay?
For what?
Huh? As right now, you're in custody. You're under arrest for theft as of right now. Okay?
So I'm being charged?
As of right now, yes.
Okay, so when can I call my husband?
I'll let you as soon as we get down
And my
there.
lawyer.
I know you have a lot of questions, and I want to be as accommodating as possible. Okay, so as soon as we get down there, we'll sit down, we'll have a talk, and when everything's situated, and like I said, I can answer questions for you, and I'll let you make what phone calls you need to. Okay.
So who's all under arrest? Who's all under arrest? Who's charging?
As of right now, you're the only one here. So as of right now, you're the only one that's being charged.
Who else would be charged? My husband would be charged?
I don't at this point in time. I'm just concerned about talking to you. Okay.
집안 수색을 모두 마친 경찰은 용의자를 체포하기 시작합니다.
So when can I make my phone call? Because my kids get out at 12.
Can you step forward, please? Thank you. Pull your sleeve up a little bit and your hair out of the way so we don't get stuck in there, okay?
I know you get a lot of questions, and I want to provide the answers for you, but then again, I just don't want to sit here and air out laundry in front of, the entire neighborhood.
I just want to know, most importantly, I would like to call my husband so he can get the kids. Is my husband under arrest? Are you guys trying to get him too?
As of right now, it says that's one of our first priorities is, getting a hold of husband, make sure the kids are okay. It says, so we're going to try.
But are you telling me the truth, or are you just saying it? Because
Passion.
I don't even know what I'm being.
Okay.
Who's charging me?
All right. Passion, I'm being upfront now. So I've been doing this for almost 19 years.
Okay.
I'm not trying to bamboozle you
Okay.
or anything like that, okay?
It doesn't
So,
even say who's charging me. It doesn't even say who's charging me.
We'll
The Cal Police Department.
Yep, we'll talk about charges and whatnot when we get down there. Like I said, I'm not trying to bamboozle you. We'll try to get hold of your husband, try to make arrangements for the kids and whatnot, and get it all situated. Okay. Sorry, it's not the most comfortable, but I'll get you out of those ASAP. Okay. How long's your what? How long's your stuff gonna be gone for?
Yes.
It's part of the investigation. 100% honesty. I don't know, because if whatever's collected will be collected as evidence, and then it's gotta go through, you take it to court, whether, you're found guilty or you're found innocent, whatever, and then he says if everything works out, and you're found innocent innocent or charges are dismissed, that property will be returned to you. Okay?
But they're gonna have it until then.
As of right now, yes.
여성 용의자는 콜 팔레트라는 팔레트 제조업체에서 회계 및 재무 관리자로 일하던 직원이었으며 2017년도부터 약 6년간 회사 내부 시스템을 악용해 총 136만 달러, 약 20억 원에 달하는 자금을 횡령한 것으로 확인되었습니다. 그녀는 자신의 월급을 본래 정상급여보다 최대 12배 이상으로 이미 책정해 매달 스스로 승인하고 본인 계좌에 지급하였고, 거래처 지급용 수표를 본인 이름으로 위조해 현금화했으며 회사 명의의 아마존 비즈니스 계정으로 전자기기나 사치품을 구매한 뒤 배송지를 자신의 자택으로 변경해 물품을 받아온 사실도 확인되었습니다. 자택 압수수색 과정에서 약 12만 달러 상당의 고가의 물품이 발견되었고, 15만 달러에 달하는 목걸이, 한 쌍당 3만 5천 달러가 넘는 귀걸이, 그리고 2만 달러 상당의 다이아몬드 반지도 발견되었습니다. 또한 4만 3천 달러가 넘는 위조 수표와 회사 자금으로 구매한 여러 전자기기와 의료품도 발견되었습니다. 33살의 여성 용의자는 디켈브 카운티 구치소로 이송되었고, 100만 달러 초과 절도 혐의, 100만 달러 초과 금융기관 재산 횡령 혐의, 금융범죄조직 운영 혐의, 그리고 3건의 위조 혐의로 기소되었습니다. 그녀의 보석금은 50만 달러로 책정되었고, 그녀는 모든 혐의에 대해 무죄를 주장하였습니다. 그녀는 재판 전까지 구치소에 수감되어 있었고, 법원은 그녀에게 9년 6개월의 징역형을 선고하였습니다.